Hi peeps, we are back. We are talking the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 12, Episode 18. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. So before we get into the show, there has been so much floating around online regarding this reunion. So it seems that we are 2 or 3 episodes away from the reunion. But when I seen Erica on Watch What Happens Live, she did make the comment that the reunion was pretty brutal and that there was a whole lot of fractions between the girls. It looks like there was some disagreements between the Fox Force 4, which is really Fox Force 5 if you include Diana, and we're removing Teddy. She said that the dynamic between Kyle and Kathy was really terrible to watch, with them, arguing and falling apart. I'm hearing that Dorit was arguing with Garcelle, which I have no idea what the hell Dorit could have to argue with Garcelle about. They did not take a cast photo. They did not have dinner together afterwards. When they left, it was really bad, to the point where Andy said that he didn't even try to force a cast photo because it was a hard day. Andy is also saying that they started filming early in the morning, but they did not wrap up until 10 o'clock at night. I am feeling 3 or 4 parts. One of the Instagram pages that I follow, Queens of Bravo, posted that Andy said that it was very dramatic, the situation with Kathy. Of course, we know that Diana wasn't there. Supposedly she had the Rona, but I don't buy it. I think she just didn't want to show up. Andy says that she was very sick. I am hearing that there were tears, there was fighting, there was a lot of new revelations, that there was a lot of huge moments between all of the ladies, and that there was definitely some receipts. Andy also said that the reunion caused some reconciliations, but there was definitely some wreckage, some major friendship breakups, and a lot of shakeups. It's going to be interesting, and I'm here for it. Andy also mentioned that he thought that Sheree and Marlo having the seats next to him made perfect sense, considering that they had such dynamic storylines, but I don't think so. Neither Marlo or Sheree's storylines were that great. This season was okay at best. Erica and Rinna went out on their social media and posted their reunion looks, and I think it's because there was no cast photo. I'm not really sure, but I know that normally Bravo likes to drop that. They like to be in charge of when those reunion looks are released. And none of the other ladies that I know of have posted their reunion looks yet. So I don't know if they're just being rebellious. I have no idea. So the show picks up right where we left off, except it's the next morning. They're in Aspen. Kyle is reeling. All of a sudden, Kyle has become the victim. Kyle the victim has arrived. I told you, we at least have to get 1 or 2 episodes a season where Kyle is crying nonstop. She's the victim now. So she's upset. Her and Rinna are talking. And, it seems that when Erica stormed out of there, effing all of them, is what she said. F all of you, stupid, whatever she said. Anyway, I'm paraphrasing. When she ran up out of there, her and Dorit went back to Kyle's house with Diana and packed up all of Erica's stuff. And now they are staying with Diana at her hotel. At some point in the episode, Erica and Dorit referred to themselves as refugees. I thought that was disgusting and tacky. And the fact that Diana said that she offered them a safe house, I said, you are a legitimate refugee from Bosnia. And you are okay with 2 rich women sitting in the middle of Aspen in jewels and furs referring to themselves as refugees? Tone deaf, cringy, and just too damn much.
Everybody wants me to curl up and be nice and, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm not apologizing for shit. Obviously, I want to clear the air with her, but my feelings are really hurt that she, packed up my house and left.
I don't really want to be around anybody that treated me like they did last night.
And you never were married to Tom. And you read this happened to these people. Do you feel terrible?
Drew, I can't even. I'm having a very...
You can't say, I don't care for victims. That's just not the right thing to say.
Case was dismissed in Chicago. Let's see if they'll congratulate me today.
But they're refiling it in California. Erica's lawsuit is dismissed in Illinois. That doesn't mean that the whole lawsuit is dismissed. It means that it's dismissed in that state, and now it's being moved to California.
Should we unlock her?
Oh. No, don't unlock it.
Don't unlock it.
Well, they have my tequila.
Who did?
Right here.
They have her tequila.
I know, I just brought it up.
A little shot of that 818 tequila. I'm gonna try it because it's my friend Kendall Jenner tequila.
I cannot believe what she just said. I'm ready to just go home.
I know, your whole mood. You have to shake it.
Oh, no, I'm leaving. And don't say anything, because if she brings that up, that's too... I do not drink the Pluto. In front of me here right now, and Kyle doesn't do it.
My margarita, thank you.
I am pissed off.
These were $7.90 and now they're $1.3. So there you go.
To me, that was just more of Erica doubling down. Personally, she doesn't care. I think that she thinks that it's some sort of badge of honor that she, is so strong and she stands up for herself, and these are not her victims, and nobody owes her anything. And I also think it's really cute how throughout this entire episode she kept bringing up about her victory, her win. Her case was dismissed in Chicago, when it has been very public that the case was dismissed due to jurisdiction, and that the victims intend on refiling their case in California, which is the correct jurisdiction. There was nothing that said you are innocent. It just said that it was dismissed, and the reason it was dismissed without prejudice is to allow them to file somewhere else. Erica is a full-on wreck. And listen, that scene with Kathy and Kyle and Rinna, Kathy, girl, stop it. Stop it, honey. You can look at the bottoms of those boots and tell that those are not real winter boots. There was no grips, no patterns. It was just a flat bottom boot. Girl, no ma'am. No ma'am, no ma'am. They just wanted the sale. She is out here slipping and sliding. Listen, she would have had better traction in them house shoes. Another thing that irritated me, as long as we're going to talk about the stuff that irritates me, they are out in the winter, freezing cold Aspen, and Diana was still licking her lips. I said, ma'am, the last thing you want is frostbite and split, cracked, dry lips in the winter. Put that tongue up. This is ridiculous. Diana gave that woman an opportunity. Diana gave Erica an opportunity. She said, pretend that you are not married to Tom, and you found out about these victims. Don't you have empathy or sympathy for these people? Any compassion? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I said, wait a minute. I don't even like Diana. But Diana is trying to help you. She's trying to help you. This is ridiculous. I agree with Kyle later on in the episode when Kyle told Erica, there is no attorney out here who is going to advise you not to show sympathy. They would not tell you you are not allowed to show sympathy. You can say something. They would craft a perfectly worded statement for you to give regarding these victims. I think that Erica, these last 6 episodes have been a prosecutor's dream. You are helping us out a lot. You are showing that you don't give a damn. Then Erica walking around town wearing those ill-gotten gains. She is walking around talking shit, all upset that they were her friends. How dare her friends treat her this way? I wonder if Sutton feels the same. She's so upset with them for caring about the victims because in her mind, she's the victim. But she's walking around in these earrings. And I agree with Dorit. It does take a special kind of person to know that there has been airplane victims, cancer victims, burn victims, and other victims that are out here struggling. They're out here trying to figure out how they're going to get medication, how they're going to pay for their cancer treatment, how they're going to pay for their burn treatment, how are they just going to live and eat. And here you are walking around with $1.4 million diamonds in your ear, fur head to toe in Aspen. Really, ma'am? And then, did anybody notice that she was told Diana, oh, buy some jewelry, buy something so I can live vicariously through you? Then she kept mentioning over and over and over again when they were in that shop how she liked that outfit, as if she was hoping, wishing, and praying that Diana was going to whip out her credit card and purchase her this outfit. I said, girl, this dry begging is getting on my damn nerves. Then for them to see Kathy at the door, and for them to tell this guy to keep the door closed, keep it locked, and don't let them in. Now, when she was on Watch What Happens Live, she said it was Crystal that stepped to the door first, and then Kathy. And she didn't regret it. She was fine with it. I said, that is ridiculous. At least Diana had the decency to say, are we really doing this? Is this really happening? Personally, if I was Diana in that moment, I would have told that man, open that door. Because Erica doesn't have any money. She's not buying shit. Me and Kathy, we have the money. You want her in here. I mean, seriously, that was so disrespectful. One of the things that I loved the most was that Crystal kept it 100, okay? She let everybody know up front, yes, it was dismissed in Chicago without prejudice. It's being refiled in LA. She is not off the hook, and there are still victims. I mean, seriously, Kyle and Rinna and Dorit and Diana sitting there sucking it up. It was just gross. So then they end up at the chemo-sabi, which I laughed because Kathy called it wasabi. And I said, wasabi? Isn't that hot green stuff that you put on the sushi? I never eat that. They always put it off to the side, and I always ignore it. But anyway, when they get to this hat place, I really did think the hat place was cool. I thought, wow, this is nice. You could get some boots, a hat, probably a couple jackets, and some drinks. I said, now damn it, I could enjoy this place. I really could, but only if you serve me Kathy's tequila. I don't want any of that other stuff, just Kathy. Anyway, Kyle was so devastated that all the girls were not there to see her fancy hat place. I mean, it was as if it had totally ripped her heart out her chest. How dare they not all be there to celebrate her and her hat place? She needs you to see her try on hats and dance around. She wants to be the center of this hat store. It was just embarrassing. I couldn't stand it. Oh, the tequila thing. Lisa Rinna knew exactly what the hell she was doing. She knew exactly what she was doing. Purposely, she ordered that 818. Just to irritate Kathy, because she knew that Kathy was excited about it. When Kathy told Kyle, they have my tequila here, and then Lisa says, oh, they have your tequila here. Sutton, they have Kathy's tequila here, and then promptly went over to the bar to ask for 818. And then she continued more than once to say that it was her friend, Kendall Jenner. I said, you know what? That's why Kyle and Lisa get along so well. They both love to name drop constantly. It just felt as if it was more important for Kyle to promote this hat store than it is for her to help her sister promote her tequila. So Kathy gets so upset that she leaves. And I just thought it was weird, because when she said she was going to leave, Garcelle said, well, where are you going to go? And she said, I'm just going to go shopping. And I thought that would be a good time for maybe Garcelle and Sutton to just leave with Kathy. I mean, I would have left with Kathy just because I don't believe in separating. You know, when we go somewhere as a group, I think we need to stick to each other or stay with a group, or at least, you know, 2 or 3 of us just stick together for safety purposes. Now, I do realize that they're in bougie Aspen, and, you know, nobody's gonna snatch Kathy Hilton off the streets of Aspen, but at the same time, I've always been raised that, you know, when you go out with a group of friends, you stick together. So, and plus she was upset. I would not have wanted her to just leave, you know, by herself. But Kyle didn't give a damn. I mean, if I don't give a damn was a person, it was Kyle. Kyle said, oh no, I'm here, I'm having a good time. Who gives a damn if Kathy is upset and ran out of here? And that to me, again, is not sisterly. I think the reason that I got upset and offended by it is because almost all the episodes that we see Kathy in, it's usually going to someone's event, which is promoting their business. And I just don't think that it's right that everybody else's business can be promoted, like Lisa Rinna Beauty, Lisa Lips, Lisa's Depends, you know, all kinds of stuff. Why can't Kathy be promoted? We spent 2 episodes at least talking about Homeless Not Toothless. You know, it's just not okay. Lisa making that comment that she thinks that Kathy came in there and placed her tequila on the bar or whatever. Even if she did, to me, that's good marketing. You know what I mean? If I had a tequila, a wine, a lipstick, a candle, anything. If I am in a candle store, I'm definitely going to talk to them about having my candles. I think that's a good business move. Again, I'm all over the place. As I'm doing this review, different scenes are just popping in my head, so I'm all over the place. Please forgive me, you guys. Dorit made some kind of comment that she didn't want to go over to the hat store to be with the girls because she didn't want to be in a group that was going to be mean to her. And I said, what? I said, well, shit. Welcome to Sutton and Garcelle's life, and Crystal too, most of the time. They walk into the fire all the time. And Erica made some kind of comment talking about they've separated into teams. What you saying, honey? You guys are always separated into a team. And it's usually just Garcelle and Sutton by themselves while the rest of you just gang up on them. Give me a break. The ordering Dorit's drink, I chuckled so much. As soon as Erica said that she was, going to order Dorit's drink, I said, short glass, Grey Goose, soda water, 3 lemons, carcass out. And I busted out laughing because I said, Lord have mercy, either I watch this show too much or she drinks too much because this is ridiculous. So when Erica ordered it, I said, oh, you didn't say short glass and you didn't say carcass out. So when Dorit says, oh, it's okay, you just missed the short glass. Most people don't know the carcass out thing. Listen, this is so ridiculous, but I chuckled. I really did.
You need to make the decision. If you want to stay with Erica because she doesn't want to come here, that's on you. Then you do that.
Kyle, why all of a sudden did it become
teams?
Do you think I want to walk in now to a place with a bunch of girls that are going to be mean to me?
And to have Dorit on top of it not show up tonight because she's like, I've got to stick with Erica.
It doesn't feel good when people aren't there for you, and I know what that's like.
Oh, I don't care. Can I have a hug from you?
Yes, absolutely.
I hate that I feel uncomfortable right now with you, who is my good friend.
Did you see what happened to me today?
I did see you. By the way, congratulations. No lawyer's gonna say you can't show empathy.
No, I inherited this problem. They're not my problem.
Can I have a hug?
Erica and Kyle talk for like 2 minutes, and they're good. There's obviously a double standard.
She wants her group of friends to have compassion for her. But why can't she show compassion for them? There is no misunderstanding of her position.
Wait a minute.
And I'm now understanding that that's your position. I live with a moral compass, and I like to know that the people I surround myself with share that. Erica, I don't like the way you spoke to me. I feel like you talked down to me.
Okay, because you're making it about you.
Why can't I ask for you to show compassion
to you?
For victims? Not for me. So why do you call me an asshole?
Because you are. Today was a great day. Erica Girardi was dismissed.
This is not considered a win for Erica.
Also, I thought it was ridiculous and very hypocritical of this group because some of them are acting as if it's okay for Erica to act this way, to be as pretentious, to be wearing her expensive jewelry, to act as if the victims are not her problem. They went in on Sutton when they thought that she didn't show the appropriate amount of sympathy to Dorit when she had that break-in. And I said, Dorit, what the hell? Weren't you all pissed off at Sutton? You even got angry at her for having press at her event. When Dorit calls Kyle and she starts screaming and crying and telling her that she's picking Erica over her, and if she doesn't get there, she's going to be hurt, and she's just crying and having a fit. She doesn't like to argue with people she loves. I said, well, you didn't mind arguing with Kathy, and you didn't cry not one tear for Kathy, and Kathy is roaming around Aspen by herself in those boots that are not made for this weather. They should be somewhere looking on the ground, making sure that she hasn't fallen out some damn where. But no, we are still in here setting $500 hats on fire. I mean, just too damn much. Now, when they get back to Kyle's house, and Kyle and Dorit get into it, and Kyle says, F off, or something to Dorit. I said, now shit, when they get down to this reunion, is Dorit gonna say F off the same way Kyle screamed it at her, or is she gonna do the reverse to what she did to Garcelle? Because remember when Garcelle said, don't be Kyle, that all of a sudden when she told the story, Garcelle said, don't be Kyle, don't be Kyle. Like she said it over and over and over again with a high pitch. And we all said, no, that is not how that went. So I want to know, when she retells the story, is she going to say that Kyle said, oh, F off, Dorit? Or is she going to say, F off, I don't care? You know, the way Kyle said it. I'm just saying, Dorit is so funny like that. I would also like to say that everybody kept getting so upset. Oh, Erica, she just doesn't care about these victims or whatever. But as soon as they see Erica, as soon as they're in each other's face, it's like, oh, well, she's just going through a lot. She's suffering through a lot. You know, and I'm thinking, really? Where's this same grace for Sutton? You know what I mean? Sutton got told off for saying Diana was a soulless motherfucker. You know? Jeez. You know something else that I think is weird? It kind of reminds me of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. How Sonia was saying that Drew likes to keep up a bunch of mess and she's always arguing with people, but she loves Marlo. I think this is the same way I feel about Diana. Diana thinks that Sutton is this horrible person. She's cruel. She's clumsy. You know, she's got all these things that she doesn't like about Sutton, but Erica's her girl pal. Really? You know, Erica's always the one yelling and screaming and hollering, and these are not her victims, and she doesn't care. The only people that you should care about is her. She's the victim. She's been left in ruins. But Sutton's the problem? I don't think so. So the whole meetup with Kyle and Erica, that was laughable. It really was. As soon as Kyle seen her, can I have a hug? And then 2 seconds later, can I have another hug? And she's crying. Erica is still being evil, still being cruel, still not giving a damn. It was just ridiculous to me. And Garcelle was right. It is a double standard. I don't think it's as much as a double standard as the fact that they don't like you and Sutton. You know what I mean? She was talking about how Kyle and Erica talked for 2 minutes and then it was all hugs, everything was over, but Erica can never forgive Sutton. That's because Erica doesn't like Sutton. Erica doesn't like Garcelle either, and she really doesn't like Crystal. She just pretends, in my opinion. Also, I thought it was weird too. I said, look at Kyle saying that she wants a one-on-one with Erica. But whenever anybody else is talking, Kyle makes sure she's a part of it. I mean, the way she jumped into Sutton and Diana's conversation, Kyle is always in the mix, but she didn't want anybody in the mix when she was over there kissing Erica's ass. Kyle cried so damn much. And I said, wait a minute, girl, stop being dramatic. Remember last episode when they were all over Sutton? Kyle was like, you're being dramatic. You don't cry. Really? Oh, okay. And back to Dorit and Kyle and their little argument at the house. Did anybody notice how quick Mauricio got involved? Yeah, right. I think Mauricio jumped in there thinking, Kyle, you better leave my baby alone. Don't mess with Dorit. I'm just saying. You know, I think that Sutton and Crystal were right when they said that, you know, everything that Erica does, her insulting, vulgar behavior is always dismissed by the group. However, if Crystal, Garcelle, or Sutton says anything that they do not like, they go hard on the three of them and they do not let it go. They're like a dog with a bone. Dorit and Crystal talking, and Dorit asking Crystal, did she read that article? And Crystal said, yes, I read it. And she took Erica as face value. And she says, and I know where Erica stands, and now I know where you stand. And I like friends with moral integrity. And that is me paraphrasing. I said, all right. Crystal came in perfectly, okay? Crystal is not here for the BS, and I appreciate her standing up for herself. Erica has no business talking to her crazy, and Dorit is always talking to Crystal in a very condescending way. Have several seats, Dorit. I also didn't appreciate Lisa Rinna yelling at Crystal. You know, talking about Erica helping her out. Erica was only nice to Crystal in Mexico because she wanted to pump Crystal up to disrespect Sutton. Erica wasn't really there in support of Crystal and her feelings. That was ridiculous. And Bravo cut out the scene where Lisa told Crystal to shut up and stop talking. No, ma'am. Who the hell are you? Girl, that'll get you popped. And then we see at the end the text messages between Kathy and Lisa and whoever else. They have been hyping this up, saying that Kathy said some racist, homophobic stuff. And now are they trying to edit this situation to make it seem as if all of this big old explosion, this big old situation was Kathy arguing with Kyle? And Lisa supposedly being the only one there who heard or saw it? Because I don't trust Lisa for no reason. I don't trust Lisa as far as I can throw her tiny butt. No, ma'am. I don't know, you guys. I'm all over the place. I am so sick of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I am ready for this reunion and to be done. I need a break from the women of Beverly Hills. Anyway, you guys, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.